we were caught in the act. Oh my goodness. As I started shouting, holy, like thief, 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 thief. Like we'll go to the market, we'll go and do juju. It is called hey.
Like love charm.
Yeah, love charm.
Hey.
He puts pepper in my eyes like this.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Salvation Story.
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me?
Before I introduce the guest that we have, I'm going to tell you a little story. When I was in Lagos, normally I like to use messages like sermons when I'm walking. I just always put, you don't even know that there's an earpiece on my ears. So I always listen to Apostle Selma's message, them seeing Dausa's messages, all those messages. I would just be listening to it. I would just be revived, pray with them, do everything. In fact, there was this site I usually download all my messages from. The name of the website was NAIJASERMON. So I was thinking, no man, now website. Now I know if you know the person itself, but I knew the person was doing a great job. So fast forward to when my husband got married to me, I had to relocate to Ilorin. So when I go to Ilorin, there was this day on a youth Sunday, I think it was a youth fellowship. Our provincial youth president introduced him. I was like, we all know NAIJASERMON. I was like, no possible. I was so starstruck. When I saw him, I was like, I know your website. I've been using your website. It was an amazing experience because anytime you type Apostle Selma's message, the first website you see is NAIJASERMON. I think everybody don't know I could say NAIJASERMON. Now, the great NAIJASERMON, the corona is here with me and I'm starstruck. So now let me introduce him. See, welcome to my channel, sir.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
My name is Abaton Samuel Aduragbemi.
So if you have been downloading things from that website and you don't know the name of the founder, see, he's the one right here seated.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So before I continue at all, I sincerely need to appreciate what you are doing. Sincerely.
Thank you, sir.
I stumbled upon your YouTube channel. I think I got the link a few weeks ago, so I had to watch through some of your videos and I was like, wow. Because it's always a thing of joy for me when I see Christians rise and we are putting out content that glorifies Christ. And we all know that there are several churches out there, but only few are really dishing out the word. So I'm always delighted when I see people promoting Christ through the social media. Thank you so much.
Now, first things first. Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
Hallelujah. Okay, now, when did you give your life to Christ?
It was April 11.
It's good with dates. I like that. April 11, 2014. Wow. What really happened that day for you to just go with dates like that?
Well, I was having my ND program then in the Polytechnic Ibadan, Iruwa campus. So we had this 3 days program. It is called ED Leadership Retreat. It is a retreat for all, although it is tagged leaders retreat, but it is for all believers on campus. So it was scheduled for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which was April 11 to 13. So I was somehow reluctant before that. What concerns me?
You don't want to go.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm in school to enjoy myself. So what concerns me? But our fellowship exclusion was just like, you have to be there and can't be there. So I later made up my mind. Then I made it to the program. So it was day one because we often start on Friday. This Friday starts with evening session. So it was the very first in. As I journey through the land, singing as I go, we sang the first lyrics. Is it the lyrics?
The stanza.
Stanza, yeah. The second stanza, oh my goodness. I saw myself just lowly on the ground.
Wow.
I began to feel guilty of my past. How would I do such a thing? I started feeling guilty, and
that's, you were convicted by yourself.
Yeah, I was convicted. Oh my goodness, I was just, tear was flowing
down,
honestly speaking. So it was really a wonderful experience that I can't forget it.
Like, this is very interesting, because this is the exact way you said it. Don't worry, me, I have not said my intervention story. One day I will tell you, but this is really very similar to what I experienced. Like, you start shedding tears that you can't even control. It's so uncontrollable, and it will be the Holy Spirit just be ministering to you. So before we go, you said something just now. Let's go back a bit. You said when the song started playing,
yes,
you remember some things that you're doing,
yes,
that you're not supposed to. Can you share a little bit for us? Let's just know.
My life from when I was born down to 2013, I can say another name for me, or the synonym of my name, should be stubbornness. I was very stubborn, to be candid. There was a day I remember, my mom, she's a teacher, likewise my dad. My dad is retired now. So my mom came back from school that day, and she brought us, I think, either plantain chips or popcorn, I've forgotten, or snacks or something, I've forgotten. So it was not like, she was not like, get something for her at the next street. So I had to go with what's it called now, a female friend of mine, and that's our neighbor. So we went to the other street, bearing in mind that my mom bought that stuff I told you. So we went there. So on our way back home, we saw a house. They have a compound, and they have maize now, or corn. So they have it in their backyard. About, I think the plantation itself is there. So I was just like, okay, I don't want to mention name now. I was just like, let's see this thing now. So we just enter the compound. We enter the compound and then start devouring the maize of corn.
Yes.
Started devouring the corn, and we took about, I can't remember now, but I know we took part of it.
You guys ate it raw?
No, it was not raw. Like, we wanted to take it home.
Okay.
So we're just plucking. I'm serious. We're just plucking. We're just plucking the maize over there. So before you know it, I think someone just came outside, and we were caught in the act. Oh my goodness! As I started shouting, "Holy!" Like thief, 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 thief. We were beaten mercilessly that day.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
It was that serious.
So it was at that, we were beaten publicly, not even privately. So it was at that public spot. There was this woman, she is very close to my mom. She was just passing by. I knew it was an angel, to be sincere. So she was just passing by, and she just saw us at the spot when they were beating us. Oh boy. I never knew that she would tell my mom. Because normally I wouldn't have shared the experience at home at all. But she has seen it already. She's an eyewitness, so she already told my mom about all those stuff. Then by the time I got home, my mom was now crying. She was even showing them that, is it not the snacks I bought for you people, that once you come back you come and eat it? I was just,
you didn't even care. You don't even send anybody.
I had some bad friends then. Oh my goodness. So, youthful exuberance now. We wanted to start flexing with girls and the likes. So we were so anxious that, okay, how can we even get our own friends? Get friends, get female friends and the likes. So we have one of us then. I don't want to mention him as well. So on this fateful day, it was our plan, because Mr. A, my friend, he has a father then, and they believe in all this juju, what we Africans call juju. Yeah. So it was our agreement that day that, okay, we were about 1, 2, 3, we were 4 of us. Yeah, 4 of us. We were 4 then. So we're like, we'll go to the market, we'll go and do juju. It is called Hey,
Like love charm.
your love charm.
Hey, hey.
So
Wow.
it was a Saturday.
Yeah.
My mom was not around that day because then she often attend parties and wedding because
Okay.
you know I told you she's a
Yes.
teacher. So when any staff
is
having,
doing, yes.
so weekend, so it was a fateful weekend that day. So we all planned that we'll be going there. That we just make the love charm. That anytime we see a female, just notice wherever she is and pour the stuff there. So I remember part of the ingredient then was that you need agama lizard at the edge. So any agama lizard at that time, it's
in trouble.
You just told the thing. So that day we wanted to. There is a market. Is it traditional market now where they sell herbs and all that?
Yes,
so we wanted to get the ingredients. We brought in the agama lizard head. So left for us to get about 4 leaves that we will use. So it was at that point as we were going, my mom just came out of nowhere that she forgot something at home. Oh my God. And my mom will always tell you the first thing anytime she is going out that we have a fence. Don't let me see you outside this
that fence.
And we have a shop. Normally I ought to be at the shop with my younger sister, but no, on that day
wanted to go and do juju love charm. Hey.
So that's how my mom just came that day.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I was beaten mercilessly. I was beaten mercilessly. To the extent that I had incision. My mom had to put in an incision on my my wrist that day, and it was painful. I was like, I'll never do this thing again. But guess what? I still did it.
Hey!
It's not that juju, but
yes, you went back
in so many other ways. So there are a lot of instances that I have been, stubborn in my ways. Used to steal my mom's money, and I remember that anytime my mom beats me, I feel emotional to be sincere. Anytime she beats me, we have a separate room that she will take me to. She will pick a Bible verse, especially from the Psalms or Proverbs. That's the Yoruba translation. I don't know the English version.
No, don't worry, you can say it in Yoruba.
When you are trying to train up a child and it's not just yielding, that one day will perish. So as my mom is doing that, and I told you my mom had to put incision, not for juju, incision for just punishing me for a woman
to do that to her son.
I have suffered that.
Giving her
so
you have made her reach her limit.
Honestly, and she will be beating me, she will be crying. What do you want again? She will pray, she will cry. Everything. I will still, in fact, that thing that I said I will not do again. I remember the day she put pepper in my eyes like this. I was almost blind that day. I will not do it again. The following day, I still did.
Seriously, this story is a very interesting one. I just hope you are finding it as interesting as I am. So, with those things that you did in mind, you now went to ND. It was still the same thing from home. Those characters, in fact, you even graduated with it, like you increased the level and the velocity of your ND escapades.
The moment we were singing that in, it was the second stanza that I just got convicted, and oh no, I felt that no, all this stubbornness, sincerely speaking, they melted away. And I'm always grateful to God to that. So when I see some people tell me you're humble, blah blah blah, I know humble.
You know, see me before. Now Holy Spirit don't humble you.
Honestly speaking.
Wow, this is really very interesting. Is there anything that you miss?
To be candid with you, I always thank God that I knew it was God's plan, to be sincere, that day, because I know that if we had the opportunity to make the charm, I would have been lost, lost totally. So, missing anything from my past, the only thing I will say is that I'm grateful to God. I thank God that I dodged a very huge bullet. You know what it takes when you are doing charm before you know it, you join talks,
yeah,
you join all these cults
Cults.
and the like. So I thank God that God interrupted me early.
How has it been so far? What are the things that you see that if not that I gave my life to Christ, all these things I would not be enjoying it? There are plenty.
From earlier years of my life down to that 2014 was total mess, in the sense that number one, I was a totally dull boy. Like totally dull. On my report card, I wish I could show you. They will tell you he's punctual, but like what's it called? It can be better when it comes to performance. Or I will go to class. My parents are teachers now, so we go on you. For primary school, I am always punctual, but when it comes to position.
You just gonna sit at
oh
the
my
back.
God!
You don't need to drag anything with them.
So ever since, from my day one to the last day in my primary school, I never came like middle of the class. Impossible. From middle down to the bottom. To the extent that there was a day we went for end of the year party. You just have big head. Your mates are getting prizes. What exactly do you want, this boy? So I was totally a dull person. I went ushering unit then, so I was busy as an usher at the church. Likewise, reading too, it was not that easy. So I just managed. So I was reading on my own. So it was then I now got to understand some things about myself. Number one is I got to know that my learning pattern is quite different. So it was at that point the journey of self-discovery started, and I began to. So right from that semester, second semester,
that's 2014 now,
yes,
after giving your life to Christ.
Yes. So ever since, like my GPA, I remember the first GPA was 2.92. I remember. The following semester, I think it was 3.67. Oh boy, we can do it because we had 2 more semesters left. The following semester, oh my goodness, I had 4+.
Wow.
So I was not like, I was encouraged. Honestly speaking, I was encouraged. So I started having, higher grades. I started having A and B, to the extent that C now becomes a dent to me. So then, I thank God, although I started late the journey of. So ND, I was able to graduate with upper.
Wow.
Then HND, I was the best graduating student. So ever since that time,
really, this is amazing.
So anytime I try to look back, and when people tell me I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I just tend to, I get emotional. That how possible? I remember there was a night. After my SSC after 2012, they told me, "What do you want to do with your life?" I was like, "This is funny." I was like, "I wanted to be a carpenter." I'm serious. Yes, I wanted to be a carpenter. But I just thank God that my mom insisted. No. I'm serious.
Because you know why it's shocking to me? For the fact that it's not as if no apologies to carpenters. It's not as if Jesus was a carpenter, obviously, but because he came from a family of academicians, is that what they call them?
Yes.
It's really very surprising for you to choose that kind of. Maybe that was even a part of stubbornness coming in, Abby.
There was no vision for life.
Yeah, so you just wanted to. You were a rebel.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Wow. One thing I've noticed so far with having conversations with people, especially for salvation stories, is that immediately they give their life to Christ. When the Holy Spirit gets into them, they get this clarity, and that clarity can only come from a place of fellowship with God, a place of them, reading the Word of God, or just sitting down, checking back at their life, seeing things that they've done before. They get so much clarity with the help of the Holy Spirit. This is something that is amazing.
What I do for now is blog management and social media.
What is when I get money? Now they get money. I'm telling you, see, if you see any techie, just hold on strong, because you need to build them a lot. How did the dream come alive? Had the mind of saying, okay, let me open something that will be useful to everybody around you?
I was sitting at the empty class that day. It was, I think, after my HND.
Okay, you
Even
studied
after
what
my
in
ND,
your
business
Okay.
administration.
HND?
HND 2 is business administration.
But you didn't study into computer science, so
No.
wow.
No.
So yeah, give us the gist.
So that day I was in the empty class. I was still at school then. So before going back home, now after normal activities, that was 2018. Instead of me to go home straight, I was just like, God, I'm done with HND now. Because I told you after giving my life to Christ, I began to have a sense of purpose. I began to have a sense to impact people.
Wow.
So I was just there in that class. God, how can I impact people after my HND program? And I had 3 options then. One was have a education website, a website where people come. We help people to get secure admission, post admission updates and the likes. That one was part. Another one was to have a digital marketing company that help people market their businesses and the likes. Then the third one was to now have a Christian website for people to download sermons. And what led to that was that after my conversion, the campus as at that time was, let me say, we were experiencing a revival, but then I was able to get sermons, especially from people like, it was just Brogile Akani and Apostle Selman, a few of Apostle Selman, more of Brogile Akani. So that idea now came that, okay, what if I have a website where people could, because I was already into website this thing earlier. 24 hours after that, we shared the links with people. It was as if people were waiting for it.
Wow.
Because I remember on Facebook, I just shared it to a particular Facebook group. People started downloading. Oh my goodness. It was massive. I was like, what is happening? So within 24 hours, that's when I got to know that there is this limit on Google Drive. If you are on Google Drive free plan and many people are downloading your file, within 24 hours they will place a limit. The file will not be accessible.
That's bad though.
So the file will not be accessible for a while, for the next 24 hours. If it continues again, they will increase the limit. So that was how the whole thing started. Then I knew at that point that we need to get a proper hosting plan. I posted it on the group that you people, please, for God's sake, support this work by donating. Oh my goodness, that's when people started calling me, you are a scammer. When did you create this group?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
these are people
that
I'm serious. Started calling me scammer. Some left the group. Okay, no problem. I maintained uploading to WhatsApp alone. So after a while, I was pushed. I went to NAIJASERMON. No, before NAIJASERMON, I went to Facebook. I was very active on Facebook then, so almost every one of my friends, once you are online, you're expecting a message. So I already have a message I drafted then. I want to start this thing. Kindly support me with any hope. And how much was it then that we needed to upgrade the plan? It was, I think, $10 or $15. Maybe I'll send you a screenshot of the
text message.
Yes. So on NAIJASERMON, I believe you know about
NAIJASERMON since 2013.
Oh God. All right. So I was forced to go to the religion section on NAIJASERMON to solicit for funds. I had to post a screenshot there for people to see that I'm.
Then you show us all the screenshot. I'll be putting it on the screen so that you can see it.
So I had to post it there. No response. In fact, €1 or $1 I did not see. Some people will even read the message and nothing was coming forth. But thank God I was a freelance writer then. I write, I do everything. So through my freelance writing, I was able to get money together, upgrade the plan. So there was no limit at that time because all the messages I had, I was able to upload it. So that's how it all started. Then growth started coming in from the plan we upgraded to greater plan, and before we know it, team members started coming in.
This has been an amazing journey, seriously. It was as if we were just journeying through life with him, with all the stories he has been telling us. It was amazing. Even when you were caught a scammer and all those things, you never allowed that to deter you. You even looked for your own money and used it to propagate the gospel, which is really very amazing. Thank you for touching our lives. Thank God you switched from the stubborn teenager, the stubborn youth, to become the one that is blossoming for Christ. Thank you so much. Is there anything you have that you want to share with anybody that is struggling right now? Is there any words that has helped you, a personal tip?
Well, I think it's about we having this approach to life, that life is in stages. It's something that affected me personally too. There was a time I was even fetching water at home. That was before, I think around 2012 or 2011. I was fetching water and I was just thinking about life. What is this life for? I was just tired of life then. What exactly is this life for? So it was when I now gave my life to Christ, I began to say, okay, there are times where there will be trials. There are times where there will be trials, but I've learned, I always take a cue from people like that regardless of what I'm facing now, I'm confident, unless I leave this God, which is impossible, that it is impossible for me to submit my life to God and wander in life. Even though to people I may seem, maybe I'm wandering to them, but when I'm still sticking to God's plan for my life, I know that at the end of the day, I will sit down one day and people will read my story and get blessed.
I really don't want this to end, but we just have to end it, and it's so painful, but we just need to end it. We are really grateful, and we want to send a special shout out to your mommy. Mommy has suffered in your hands. Mommy, you really tried. Thank you for being a wonderful mother. Thank you so much, man. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as we did. I enjoyed myself, really. I enjoyed it. So please, if you love this video, please share, like and subscribe to my channel. Please help me beg them.
All right, I believe if you've watched a few seconds of either this video or the other ones on the platform, I'm sure you have been blessed enough. So
hallelujah. I
beg us all in the name of God, don't just watch, don't just learn, like, comment, subscribe, and then share with people. You don't know the number of people you might be helping. Just a single video like this can change someone's life forever. So I challenge you to do those 4 things right now. Thank you.
I'm getting so emotional. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. Till next time, take care. Bye.